Okay, today we are talking to Barlow Manilal, CEO of the AIDC. Barlow, who or what is the AIDC?
The AIDC is a strategic intervention established by provincial government to support the automotive industry to become globally competitive. We focus in three key focus areas: skills development and training, enterprise development, and supply chain logistics. We engage with all OEMs and the entire supply chain in order to have a collaborated view to optimizing the automotive industry. So that's in a nutshell what we do.
Thank you. When did you join the organization and when were you appointed CEO?
I joined the organization in 2000, in December 2000. It actually was established as of early 2000, so I was one of the few initial people in the organization, so obviously grew with the organization as well. And I was first within the supply chain logistics environment, and subsequently moved up to a COO position, and in 2007 was appointed CEO of the organization. But yeah,
you took over from
Dr. Paulo Fernandez. That's correct. Yeah.
Your background before joining the AIDC?
Yeah, my background is exclusively automotive, but in a different. Obviously, it was more in the supply side of the automotive industry, so not within the government sort of arena in which we operate at the moment. I spent my formative years at Toyota. Did most of my training at Toyota. Moved into project engineering within Toyota. Spent just over 12 years there, and then moved to Mercedes-Benz in East London. Spent at a short stint of just over a year. When the AIDC was starting to be formed, I saw it as an exciting opportunity, and left the supply side of the auto industry to come into more a developmental role. And yeah, so it's been, I think, exciting but challenging since.
In its 10 years of existence, would you say the AIDC has met its objectives?
Yeah, I would say the AIDC has exceeded its objectives. We have, being an engineer, we have empirical data to back that up, but I think that aside, if you measure the success of the organization from an operational point of view, certainly the AIDC, being in a government space, has only had clean audits. If you look at achieving targets annually, we always exceed our targets as approved by the board. But if you look at the meaningful contribution that we make to industry, we've trained over 60,000 people since our existence. We've, I think, advanced the transformational agenda in the automotive industry more significantly than many of the big players. The AIDC has been, I think, renowned for punching way above its weight class in terms of programs and projects. We have a history of world-first projects that we've executed. So yeah, I would say we've exceeded our objectives and expectations in every measurable element of the organization, to the point that I think at an operational level, best company to work for, we've done that, being recognized as the best government agency for service delivery in the country, we've done that. We've got numerous international accolades for performance. I think is testimony to the good work that the AIDC does, and I think being true to its mandate as well. As a result of that, we are, let's say, the preferred service provider for a number of DTI programs, UNIDO programs. We've established the first ever BE incubator in this country. We having advanced discussions of replicating that model. So yeah, I think that's all testimony to the good work that the AIDC has done.
Well, that's very gratifying. Mm-hmm. And you've basically answered this question, but what three achievements stand out for you?
Yeah, I think maybe there's a lot of achievements, and the AIDC is a organization. I think the culture of the organization is in quest for excellence. We try to engage and roll out programs where others have failed. Failure is absolutely not an option for us. But I think when you have the passion and the drive, and you cultivate that within your staff, and you choose the right people, and I think you empower them not just in the skills, but you allow them to express themselves, I think you can achieve quite a lot. But I mean, some of the key moments I'd say for the AIDC is in 2003 this model was replicated in the Eastern Cape. I think that just validated the effectiveness of what we've done. We've had our 10-year celebration a year and a half ago, and I think there's been a lot of successes achieved through that. I mentioned, as I said, best company to work for, all the other accolades. Number of world first projects. We're also responsible for the biggest collaborative project ever in this country. So yeah, I think it's testament to punching way above our weight class constantly.
Well, that's great to hear. The biggest collaborative project in South Africa is the AIDC, or the
Well, it was a project that we managed. It was the MISIP project, which integrated over 300 suppliers and the eight at that point 8 OEMs in the country. It was the most innovative supply chain integration project ever. It's currently still fully operational. It saved hundreds of millions of rands in the value chain, created much more transparency. Reduced the lead times considerably as well. So I think the benefits, and maybe sometimes we don't reflect on those successes enough as well.
Well, thank you very much, Barlow. Much appreciated.
Thank you.